It's fair to say the reaction from my kits ranking video was mixed. So I decided I'd make another contentious ranking video, sure to offend you all. By all I mean those easily offended by guys commenting on football crests, which may or may not include your own. Just to add to that, I realise people will be offended, so I'm going to leave a disclaimer like None of my opinions on badges or kits are in any way related to my opinions of the football clubs themselves. I had my own football club, Swansea, right down there in the kits video because I wasn't keen on the kit, not because I detest the football club. So before we get into the video, just remember to calm your tits, sweetheart. Let's not waste any more time, get right into the ranking. Right, in first position, the best badge in the Premier League is Liverpool. Interestingly, they're the only team in the Premier League not to have their badge on the kit. Liverpool have quite a complicated badge, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but their badge is well thought out with features such as references to Hillsborough. It shows the 96 lives lost will be forever remembered. And I think the whole football community can get behind that thought process in making a badge. Going from complicated with lots of details to simple. Arsenal's badge shows simplicity can work on badge. It is iconic, it is easily recognisable, it is second. However, we can't get away from Arsenal without mentioning their old badge. What a horror show that was. Now for the first two places we've had absolutely massive clubs, and I'm sure Palace fans won't mind me saying, in relation to the Premier League, they're quite a small club. Showing this video isn't about sucking up to the big boys, it's about honouring the best badges in the league. Palace actually have a sexy badge, and it can't be understated how important sexiness is to a badge. Swansea are fourth and have easily the most slick badge in the league. And while the simplicity is beautiful, it isn't iconic or sexy enough to make the top three. My initial thinking on Chelsea's new badge was that it would be challenging Liverpool at the top. That was until I noticed all the ugly red stuff at the side. For that reason it's fifth. However, that's a hell of a lot higher than they would have finished with their old badge. It's fair to say Abramovich has saved the club in more ways than one. What?
I thought I fell down. Fell on his arse. Passed it to him and he fell down.
West Brom fans like to say they're the true Albion. They've used massive font to try and convince us all. I'll let West Brom, Brighton, Burton and Scottish Albion fans battle it out in the comments. I'll stay out of this one to avoid making further enemies. I'll be honest with you, I've never really liked Man United's badge. However, having had another look at it, I can say it's better than I remembered. I like the colours and the footballs at the side, but I cannot stand the middle of the badge. Remove it. Much better. Now, like many old badges, Spurs' was shite. And while I don't like this one either, I like the fact it's a cock and bull. Around the time they moved to the Amex, Brighton changed their badge. Just as the Whiff team would have been an embarrassment to the Premier League, so would have their old badge. This one, on the other hand, is nice and simple and ninth. Typical with Stoke, they're mid-table again. It's a simple badge with a unique template. Similar with every season they have, it's not great, it's not bad, it's Stoke. I applaud those who take risks. However, while Newcastle's badge is iconic, it's also stupid. It's an eyesore of a badge up close. With the seahorses at the side, interestingly mirroring certain black cats. Why are there seahorses? Despite the fact their badge is bad, it's better than 9 others. Also, it looks quite good on their kit, so, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. When I heard it was were changing their badge as a result of leaving Upton Park, I was quite pleased. Their old badge never really cut the mustard for me. When I saw their badge for the first time, I was a fan. It was simple, to the point, and you could tell it was West Ham. Then when I scanned the badge, I realised they had some writing on the bottom. No, not the year they were born. No, not the year they were formed, or the words football club. It says London, How pathetic. With London on their badge and in the name of the stadium, it's as though Karen Brady is trying to sell the idea to foreigners that they're the only London club. Without the word London, the badge would probably be pushing for Europa League places. Although having said that, they'd probably be knocked out by Astrozieju. I'll be here all week. Obviously, in preparation for this video, I gave every badge another look. And no badge surprised me, except from Watford, who are in at 13. Why have they got a moose on their badge? They're called the Hornets, for crying out loud! What the bloody hell is going on here? And the moose is really ugly. Everton are a club better at making kits than badges. There's not much to talk about with Everton's badge, apart from the fact that Everton's badge is just a blue smiley face. I preferred them when they had their old badge as well. Hence, they're 19th. I mean 14th. 19th. That's not safe for Arsenal. It's a tricky one with Huddersfield, as a lot of town fans hate me for putting them bottom on my kit list. And to be frank with you, I strongly dislike their old badge. But their new badge is just their old one with a template around it and 3 stars. You'd think that'd make little difference, but it actually makes it look decent from afar. Bournemouth would be far lower down if the badge colours were different. But red and black is just such an awesome duo. For instance, their old badge was an atrocity. My final question is though, is their badge legal? Surely Weller should be copyright striking Bournemouth's badge there. Leicester's badge is messy. Other circular badges with blank football club managed to look classy, but of course Leicester fucked it up. Leicester City of Leicestershire have the White Rose of Yorkshire front and centre of their badge, which makes about as much sense as a fox coming out of that White Rose. Burnley's old badge made me think of the area. It looked like it should have been a rugby league badge rather than a football one. But at least it was a badge. What they have now looks closer to what I imagine a love child between a spire and a full melon would look like rather than a badge. Sure. It's a disgrace. But not as big a disgrace as the fact that there are 2 worse badges than it. From a distance, Southampton's badge is better than Burnley's. However, having looked at it close up, I hate everything about their badge. To start with, they have something which obviously they think is rather cute. A little halo at the top for the Saints. No, it's shit. Just beneath the halo, they have a football and a football scarf. Alright, yeah, it's a football club. We get it. We get it. We don't need it on the badge. Right? What are we, amateurs at making badges? Because that's a really amateur-looking badge. Below that, we have the sea, because they're a seaside club. Oh, isn't that fantastic? Really great. Really great. Really great feature. Southampton, of the south coast, also have the White Rose of Yorkshire. Yeah, sure, why not? Just pop it on there. Pop it on the badge, who's going to notice? Finally, in the middle of the badge, the thing that's the biggest on the badge is a really great feature. I love it. It's a fucking tree. What the fuck? Fucking tree. Oh. What the fuck is this? They say they are paying respect to their roots by creating a design based off their old badge. Which sounds completely reasonable. But when your old badge looks like a turd, it's probably a bad idea to bring it back and smear it all over your kit and stadium. The old Eagle badge was top half material. And before recreating an old badge, you should always ask yourself, why was the badge changed in the first place? I realise City are trying to spend loads of money on players and managers to become a global brand, but I'm sorry, no brand... The brand is bland, but it's not global. No brand is going global with a crest like this. What an embarrassment. Right, that's it. That is it for my ranking of the best Premier League badges. Hope you enjoyed it and don't now hate me. But if you do, be sure to comment why, because it helps with the algorithm. Like the video, or dislike it. Whatever works for you. Make sure you subscribe though, even if you hate me. That way you'll never miss a chance to hate one of my new videos. Now that you've subscribed and liked or disliked, ensure you write in the comments your favourite and least favourite badges. If you really want to rip into me, tell me the Swansea badge is the worst. That'll open up the floodgates. All that's left for me to say is, I'll see you soon! Oh yeah, and can't believe I forgot to say this.